reading his content and watching his videos and learning from him, I was able to start shifting my mindset and tap back into my own faith and find that grace and humility that I needed, that is at the core of being able to rebuild your life. And so the fact that all those years later, these years later now, Nick is going to be speaking at our event is just huge for me. Just absolutely huge. So let me just see again. Bear with me as I try to bring him in here. Uh, let's see. Hello, I see Eric, I see Anthony, I see Nikki up here, I see Ryan hopped on. Again, we're just trying to figure out the technical things of getting Nick drawn onto the page. I'm just looking for his request to join. Let's see if I can add him. There we go. Stand by, kids. So we'll see if we get that. So that's why this is just like enormous for me. And I think it's going to be enormous for you too. Hey, Eric, I can't wait for the Great American Summit either. Hey, Nick, okay, I see you online. I just sent you an invitation to join. You just have to click it and hop on in and we'll get you. I've just given some background of your story, a little bit of your story, Nick, because your story is so enormous and so powerful. Here we go. Yay, we're going to do this. I can't believe I get to start Monday off like this. Amazing. Nick, I see you. I'm just hitting the accept over and over. Dave, maybe you want to come here and help with this technical glitch. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Anyone knows when you do this live stuff, you just have to kind of roll with it. I'm hitting accept and it's not letting me. David Brown, yes, I did follow Jesus through the darkness through Nick Vujicic. It says Nick Vujicic, it says you're unable to join. Maybe your phone doesn't have the updated version of Instagram. I don't know what the deal is, but this is just what makes it more interesting. Let's see. David Brown, are you over there in the other room? Come. Anyone who has some suggestions? Here comes Dave to help me out. Here he is.
Hey, how you doing, Bob?
Nick, I am so thankful to you for taking the time to be with us today and to do this. It's always the kind of a pain to get the lives going on Instagram.
No worries. Really a pleasure to join you today, and hello to everybody else. Really thankful to be joining in on the Great American Summit.
Yeah, Nick, and I know I told you this briefly many years ago, but you hear from so many people, so I'm just going to give you a refresher too, because I think it's important for people to hear this. I know you get a lot of feedback from people who tell you how you've impacted their lives, but I am one of those people, and I get actually really emotional when I talk about it, and because I was at my lowest low moment where my life just seemed like it had hit a point where I was not going to be able to turn it back around. Like it was impossible. It felt like it was impossible. It was so overwhelming. And I had hit the ground and I'm on my driveway and I'm praying to God. I'm like, please help me figure this out. I had made such a mess. You know, my husband was dead. I had let somebody in my life who had destroyed me and left me like with no money and broken and beaten and alienated my friends. I mean, everything. I'd made such a mess. And I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to, but I knew that I would probably die if I didn't, and I would destroy my kids. And I prayed, and I was just hit with this warmth and this light that just hit me saying, oh, you just have to get up, you know? And I got up and I went online and I found you and I found your message. And you were one of the very first people that I started following and studying, and I absorbed everything you said and your energy and your grace and your light. And so even from a distance, you had never met me, you had no idea who I was, but you literally were one of the people that helped me find that footing and that grace to turn my life around. And so for me to have you part of this event now that I've poured everything into less than 8 years later is just a huge blessing for me. And I'm really grateful to you.
Bob, I love you so much. Thank you for sharing that. It's all thanks to God, and it's all about helping people understand that there is always hope. And your story and how you've persevered inspires me. I just want you to know that. I know your story, and it's a pleasure to reconnect and be on stage with all of you coming up soon. So hello to everyone also watching us live on Instagram. Happy New Year to everybody. And I'm excited to do this live with you.
Yeah, thank you. And so the Great American Summit that is coming to your town, just outside of Dallas in Irving, Texas, this Friday. I can't believe it's finally here. It is Friday and Saturday. Dave and I are actually hopping a plane tomorrow to come to Dallas and get things ready. And it is about patriotism, because obviously that's very important to me as well. I think patriotism intertwines with faith in so many of its tenets for me, in terms of how you treat people and why it matters and what you need to do, but it's about giving purpose to that patriotism. And so part of that is that this event is nonprofit. Every single thing, every dime that we manage to raise, we're donating back to organizations like yours. You want to talk about Unbound Warrior?
Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
We, in 2006, 2007, we heard about the reports of 22 veterans committing suicide daily, but it didn't really come up to the surface in public news until 2014. And 2014, here at the 501c3 nonprofit organization, Life Without Limbs, which is where I predominantly share about my faith and evangelize and share with people about my faith journey with Jesus Christ. My staff came up crying and said, we need to do something. And so we put over the next 2 years this incredible plan of what we think we could do for veterans, their families, the children of the veterans as well, who need some encouragement, and even the educational piece about what PTSD really is, whether it's sexual abuse, combat, different specialties. And so we work with several people and reverse engineering the toughest 10 topics and struggles that each veteran goes through. And how do we, from a motivational point of view, help people who don't have faith in God to see another veteran or a spouse of a veteran who overcome those challenges. But then I can do videos that really bring in the spine of faith. For those of us who have faith in God, we know that real healing, from what we understand and what we believe, can only come through the power of faith in God as well. And so motivational, inspirational, there's limits right there. But with God, it brings in that deeper spiritual aspect that we didn't see other nonprofits really bring in. And so unfortunately, with the timing of COVID and transitioning and relaunching, Unbound Warrior is relaunching in 2022. We're building up our board right now as we speak. So we don't just want video content for veterans themselves, but friends of veterans who are looking and Googling for different videos to inspire people. And so I've never done a series of videos that are straight to the world, if you will, of veterans and their families and friends of family of veterans who are struggling with, anxiety, PTSD, and all these other things. But also, we also didn't want to reinvent the wheel, Barb. We wanted to be an affiliate, trusted, filtering central hub of people who are in need, and we can connect them to a local nonprofit or national nonprofit that we know we can trust. I was really upset when I called a large nonprofit who their banner is, we help homeless veterans get a home. And here in Dallas, it's the largest densely populated homeless population of veterans, Dallas, in the country. About 32,000. And so it's no chance of coincidence that I'm now here. And with trying to get employment, we're trying to get them homes. There's a hub of people that we're connected with here in Dallas, where, again, we don't want to reinvent the wheel, but it was just so unfortunate. When I was in California, real quick, I befriended someone who was a veteran. He was in his car with his 2 teenage daughters, and I called up a nonprofit and said, I heard that you help people like my friend find a home. And they said, yeah, the qualification is they need to show a $65,000 salary per year for 2 years, plus $7,000 per child before they can qualify for a home. And I said, I'm speechless right now. I thought you actually helped. And I said, I know who you are. You know who I am. I'm going to hang up the phone, just letting you know. And I hung up the phone. I'm like, man, so me and my family, Barb, we ourselves underwrote the help of this father of two, find a condo, help their girls go to school, help him get on his own 2 feet, and now he's doing well. We don't publicly really share that, but that's the crux and the heart behind us as a patriot U.S. citizen of America. We got to help our own who sacrificed their all for our freedom, for our right here to be free in our country, and we need to now come together united, standing strong for those who need us to help them. And it's all about a unified line to say we all need each other, and we can't forget those who sacrifice their all for us.
Wow, I love that. And I love that 2022 is the year that you're relaunching. And I love that our paths have crossed on this as we're launching our work, and it gets to overlap with yours. And I think that's a great message for, I think you're providing an outlet for people, because there's a lot of people who would love to be able to do what you guys did and underwrite a family or anyone that they see in need. But not everybody can do that. So I think instead of getting discouraged, feeling like, well, I can't buy someone a house, so what can I offer? Well, you can offer something. You can offer something by doing, even just sharing out your content when you launch it, and letting people know that that's available, spreading the word of mouth. That's free. People can do that for free and spread the word, and maybe that will connect with somebody who needs it, and that will make all the difference in their life. They can come to this event, they can support it in any way they can. And that's why we're doing what we're doing too, because like Dave and I, we're not on the front lines. We're not physically setting up homes or offering out that content. And we know our area and our strength is adding support to the people who are doing that work. And I think if we all kind of find where our strength is and then apply it to that gift, that's how we're going to do it, Nick. And you, again, are someone, you have every reason to say, I got my own problems. I'm just gonna like kind of deal with my own problems and let everybody else deal with theirs. But I think that's what most moves me about you, is that you've done the opposite, that you've just not even let anything you've been up against stop you in the long term from doing such great things. And another of my favorite things is your sense of humor. I tell people all the time about that American Airlines video, I think it was, I saw, where you were the pilot. I think like that's where you really won me over. I'm like, this guy, for me, humor is so powerful, and if you can laugh at something, then you're going to beat it in some way.
That's right.
What is your message before we go here? I know you have a busy schedule, and we want to let you get everything you need to get done so that we can have you to ourselves on Saturday. That is great. What is your message if you have a veteran listening to you right now who feels where I was, where that you feel like you're just lost and you don't know where to go or where to turn or what to do to turn your life around? Do you have a message for them?
Look, it's taking one day at a time. And being okay to reach out to somebody. I really want to first of all say that I'm sorry to you that our churches here in our country have not really helped in a major way with professional counseling that is Christian. I think counseling is really powerful for anybody. I went through counseling myself earlier in 2021. And it wasn't because of what was really happening. It's what I buried. And the emotions eventually come up. And emotions, whether it's because of chemistry in our body, in our brain, whether it's because we've just have not had the right approach to deal with what we've been through. Finding that healing process is so important, because every day that we feel that we're isolated and we keep isolated is a day where you haven't had freedom yet for you and peace in your soul. And what you're really looking for is not per se a job or a house or the next, okay, what does 2022 look like for me? A plan. But it's the state of your soul and your spirit and your mind that may need and cause us to just stop, reach out for help, take one day at a time, and find some other inspirational stories of other veterans that have gone through what you've been through. Maybe you're a spouse of a veteran. I want you to keep on believing, keep on taking one day at a time. Maybe your dad or your mom is a veteran struggling with their struggles. I just want you to know that there is hope. And, we got to be, my shirt says we got to be champions for the brokenhearted, right? Champions for the brokenhearted. And so you are maybe going through something yourself. And I just hope that you realize that even though you feel broken, beautiful things can come from even the worst parts of your life. I mean, Barb, look at your story. Your story is so incredible. And you're also proof to know that you don't need a miracle to be one. And I think we all still have a purpose to live for. It's not just for a better day, but a purpose-driven life. And to all the veterans out there who feel alone and feel overwhelmed and feel anxious, look for help, find that help, take one day at a time, and just know one of the things that got me through my attempt of suicide when I was 10 years old, I attempted suicide. One of the things that helped me later on as a teenager when I was going through hell mentally was I put a picture of an orphan on my mirror, and I said, no matter what hell I'm going through today, today is a day closer to helping one more person out there. And I just want to tell you that if you've gone through loss, if you're going through some form of PTSD, I don't know what you're going through. Barb, I don't know what you've been through. I can't ever tell you that I will ever understand what you've been through. But knowing that we all have a story, with faith in God, our history is his story, shown of knowing that, hey, just like Nick was an inspiration to other people, and Barb, you're watching this right now. I want you to know that you need to think of 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 1 year from now, when you get through the storm. Imagine and picture in your mind, put a picture in your head of one day coming up to somebody, even if it's 10 or 20 years later down the track, and you cross paths with someone who's going through what you've been through. And you can say, hey, I know how that feels. I was there. I've been there. And I've also felt like giving up. And if you let them know that there is hope and you save one person's life, it's all worth it. One of the greatest inspirational 20 minutes that you can ever look at today is going to YouTube and looking up a short film called The Butterfly Circus. It's a 22-minute short film that'll inspire you about redemption and purpose, that we also have a place to play that's purpose-filled and worth living for. So do not give up, my friends. Keep on going and seek God for faith if you don't have that faith. And he will give you that faith. When you can, as you can, ask people to pray for you. And I know there is hope. So keep on looking for it and you will find it.
Oh, thank you so much. And this is just some of the insight that you're going to be sharing with us at the Great American Summit this weekend. I'm going to just give the information here because I want to make sure I mention too that we do have some free tickets to offer to military, law enforcement, and first responders who want to come to this event. We don't want any of you not to come because you can't afford it. A lot of this event is going out to honor you. So if you're interested in those tickets, email me directly, barb@americansnippets.com. Or if you have questions about the event, I've actually really enjoyed emailing back and forth with a lot of people who have been sending me questions about this event. It's been fun to connect in advance. Or you can get more information on it at greatamericansummit.com. There is a reason. I think people have said to us, how did you get all these incredible people to be a part of this event? What was your pitch? And my answer was, I didn't have to pitch anything. We just told people why we're doing this event and what's behind it and why we believe it's important. And the right people said, I see that and I believe in it and I want to be a part of it too. And Nick, I'm just so honored and touched that you are one of those people who said yes to this event. It means the world to me that you said yes. And so I'm looking forward to seeing you there on, this weekend.
Love you so much. I look forward to seeing you, and God bless you all, and keep on going. Don't give up.
Great. We will not. We will see you this weekend. GreatAmericanSummit.com. Again, if you want to grab your tickets now, and we'll see you all at in Dallas on Friday and Saturday. Thanks so much, Nick. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Again, everybody, it's Anthony Russo from #BeTheChange. I hope you guys saw that. This is our last push. We want to see as many of you people in there, and I don't mean you people in a derogatory sense. Hopefully, if you guys are in the Dallas area, and I've seen your comments, and I'll comment on Cash real quick because I talked to him for about 30 minutes yesterday. I want to thank you guys for always supporting what we do. And if you are from the Texas area, Dallas area, please. And if you're having issues with tickets or have police, veteran, whatever, please reach out to me. I know Barb gave her email. I will work on it as well to make sure that you can attend this event. Please reach out. Secondly, for those of you asking about Cash, so he just got done getting the jab 2 months ago, and he just got the vid, but he said that he got over it in about 4 days. It was pretty good. His anecdotal evidence was the guys in there that did not have the V did actually struggle a little bit more. One person is hospitalized, but he's doing just fine. I know Erica is not feeling well. She started feeling better yesterday. And again, even when he leaves, and this is a common misconception with Cash's followers, that he will get out of jail once the January 6 charges are over. He will still be in there for a period of time based on crimes from 11 plus years ago. Which we're still going to work on. You guys raised a lot of money, but we can't do, this is the problem, we cannot do anything with that until they decide what happens from January 6th. So that's giving you guys the update on that. God bless. Hopefully, please, again, I will see you. If you are anywhere near the Texas area, find a way to come. Reach out to me with questions. GreatAmericanSummit.com. Again, that's GreatAmericanSummit.com. Thanks to American Snippets. I know we're on their page, as well as Be the Change backup YouTube page, because we are banned for a week. Streetlights and Cash's YouTube page. We're on all of them. So please, again, Texas area people, I want to meet you. We can talk more about Cash there as well. Maybe we'll even see if you can call us while we're at the event. I speak on Friday at around 3. Again, the schedule is tentative. Doors open at 7:30 on Friday and Saturday, country concert. Hopefully get to meet you guys all then. Take it easy. God bless, and hopefully see you soon.